All right, are we fucking ready? Come on, let's roll cameras. Let's make fucky, people.
That's not what we discussed as the intro. Shut the fuck up. Welcome back, everybody. I told you my version was better.
You completely did. You changed the other.
Oh man, this is fucking great. I like the fact that I just caught it. I just caught Jer so off guard.
You did.
He was like, he didn't laugh at his version when we did the intro. He laughed when I did it though.
Right, but
because I came up with a better intro on the spot, right? It's called a rewrite, motherfucker. You didn't get those pages?
I don't act like there was a fucking deadline or anything. Although there literally was.
There was. We were trying to get the fuck on here because both of us are fucking late today because Jer couldn't tell his daughter to just fuck off and we'll just do this shit after. Hold the plane, fucker.
Hey, I'm gonna need you guys to delay flight.
I'm not kidding though. If we would have started on time, both of us wouldn't have had to shit.
But we did have to shit, and then when we thought we were done, we had to shit some more.
Yeah, there was so much shitting.
Oh my God, Tony, what a fucking week I have had.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And for some reason or other, you're gonna tell us about it.
I'm broke.
Yeah.
I am.
So am I, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah, you started another new job. Nobody fucking
started another new job. Another new job.
Right. You do this so much. We don't give a fuck. We don't care.
The only reason you don't care is because I can rub it in your face that I can get a job. You don't have any marketable fucking job skills.
I could get a job. I don't want to get a job.
You can't get a job. You can't. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Get a job holding dicks? Giving handies in the parking lot for $10? You're going to be a handyman?
I could be a fluffer if I wanted to.
I bet you could. I bet you'd be good at it too.
Actually, speaking of fluffers, I'm watching a movie that I love. Came out about the time came out when I was finishing up fucking high school. The Girl Next Door.
That's an interesting movie. That is a very interesting, very underrated Tim Oliphant role, honestly.
Yeah. I love that movie. I think it's great.
Yeah, I've been watching The Girl Next Door. I've been catching up because apparently the new season of Criminal Minds is coming out June 5th, and I had to watch the last season. I never watched season 16, the Criminal Minds Evolution. And I'm gonna tell you something, Jerry. You can shit on Criminal Minds all you want. Oh, the fact that they switched to a streaming service and none of these episodes have ever been on TV. Oh, you can tell. It caught me off guard. I was watching the first episode in a public location. It was a Wendy's, by the way. And I was sitting there eating my fucking Baconator, eating them, chowing down on my fries and shit. And like, okay, they're bringing everybody back, whatever, fucking it's cool. But they have one killer. They have one killer the whole season. It's not like they're wrapping this shit up. No, this takes a while, right? This is actually more realistic.
So they did it like a Dexter thing, sorta,
yeah. But it was even better because fucking Rossi turns over to Alves and says, "Hey, we need to issue an Amber Alert," right? And this is exactly what he says. So I'm not interjecting any of my vocabulary into this fucking scene. He says, "We need to issue an Amber Alert." Alves goes, "But we don't know what they're driving." Rossi just turns to him and deadpans, "Well, fucking figure it out." I was like, there was an F-bomb in there? we are watching a completely different Criminal Minds right now. They're sticking like photos and shit in front of suspects, and the suspects are going, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" I'm like, son of a bitch, they're leaning into it. There's so much more blood and gore and fucking cursing and shit. Like it's a real fucking FBI show now.
Oh my God. So last week the kid got in what? The kid got in Saturday night. Sunday night was my little cousin's graduation. And apparently, because I know you've played Slug Bug before, right? We all have. We've all played.
We call it Punch Bug, but yeah.
Yeah. You know, you see a BMW fucking bug, you know, Slug Bug or what, Punch Bug, whatever.
A what now?
Anyways,
you see a what kind of bug? A what kind of beetle?
A VW.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's not what you said. That's not what you said though.
Anyways,
you said that shit like a Mexican. BW.
Anyways, she decided to take that concept and get fucking creative with it, Tony. Bunch of bullshit games. Like she's got one for fucking hatchbacks, and her favorite is a game she came up with called Bingo, where whatever
she didn't come up with that. That's been a game for a while. Like old women play it, and me and the wife because fucking Roy curses. So
different version, Tony. Let me tell you about her version.
All right, so we're talking about trademark infringement here. Let's go ahead.
Anytime she sees a yellow vehicle, she just goes bingo and then pops you in the fucking arm and does this fucking shit to your goddamn arm.
That's because you have a weak constitution, Jer. That's not anything to do with her.
We drove 3 hours there and back, so 6 hours total. To Wyoming.
So hold on a minute. You're telling me that there was enough vehicles between Montana and Wyoming to constitute a game? That's fucking hysterical. I've never seen that. That's amazing. Did farm tractors count, motherfucker? Like
they did not. But buses count, and I don't think they should.
That's bullshit. They're already yellow. This is horse shit. Fucking drive past a school bus lot, and just fucking hammer Jer.
No, we did drive by a school bus lot, and I started going bingo, 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 and she goes, "School bus lots don't count." I was like, "You're making this up as you fucking go. This is bullshit."
You're full of shit. We're playing that shit next drive. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Jer. Oh, and we're probably gonna be going through Miami, so there's gonna be a lot of fucking yellow cars. Because those Cubans like yellow. I don't know what it is. Cubans and douchebags. They love yellow.
Goddamn Ferrari.
Fucking Lamborghini.
You couldn't get it in gray or black, you son of a bitch.
No, he's a D-bag. And he's Cuban. That's fucking interesting. This is a twofer.
Oh, fuck. But then what was it? It was like Tuesday, I think. We went and got our father-daughter tattoos, Tony. And I know you're gonna love this. Some tells me you've already seen it, but we're gonna show it anyway.
Oh, the tattoo that you sent me?
Did I?
Yeah, you sent it to me right after they were done.
No, because I was like, Tony will appreciate this.
No, I think it's the gayest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It says
you are not funny, and the daughter says, "Yes, I am."
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, it's such a great joke.
That is precious. That's fucking adorable.
That's fucking, dude, that is bordering on knock jokes level of unfunny. I'm not kidding. The only funny knock joke I ever heard was the German knock joke. That was my favorite. The knock. Who's there? Whack. We will ask the questions. I laughed hysterically when I saw that. just out of nowhere with it too. Like the dude didn't even know what was going on. It wasn't in the script. It was just him being a dick. And I'm like, you know what? I can relate to that.
And shout out to Audrey for helping me with my her graduation surprise. Because I got her a bonus tattoo as like a congratulations with nursing school and shit. And that bitch just like when she was placing the one tattoo, she whips out the other one and goes, "So where are we putting this?" And my daughter's like, "Huh?"
Yeah. What was it? What was the extra tattoo?
It was like this arrow, but it's not an arrow. It's like it's supposed to look like an arrow, but it's like a tree, and then like it's got like mountains and shit on it. It's like a design.
It's fucking strange.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, please don't. But it's just more reasons for you to contact me, and I don't like that. I already hate the fact that you have my number, let alone send me TikToks I've seen. It never ends. It never fucking ends, guys.
But I send you the ones that you've seen that you appreciate.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that fucking far. You send me so many. Like, my phone just goes off for no fucking reason. Jared just calls for no fucking reason. Like, we can save all of this for the podcast. You realize that? If you never call me, we will have so much to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, but even when we do talk, we just act like we didn't talk anyway.
That's a good point. I mean, I do it because I'd like to forget, but I'd like to pretend this conversation never happened. And he's like, "Yeah, we'll do it on the podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, totally. That's why."
Oh, but yes, it was a. Not to mention my little cousin graduated, so there went $60. Like, you accomplished one of the most basic things in life. Here's $60.
You just gave her $60?
Yeah.
Fucking. Was it a check?
No. It was
here,
cash.
honey. Here's $12. Did you make out the check on your plastic covered couch while you were watching Murder, She Wrote?
My couch is not covered in plastic. All right.
Should be.
That would be so weird to wrap leather in plastic. That'd be strange, wouldn't it?
It would. It would be very strange. I wrap leather in blankets. we have blankets all over the couch.
They are all of like you can fall asleep so easily on Tony's couch.
It's amazing. I do it quite often, actually.
I've done it.
So let's talk about something real quick. All right, I watched Criminal Minds Evolution, and then I ran out of episodes. I'm done with it, so I'm primed for the next fucking season. And I started watching House because it was up next. You know, I was just like, well, fuck it. You know, I've seen the show like fucking 7 times. I don't give a shit. I just wanted background noise while I was surfing Facebook and playing my game. And fucking like I'm sitting there watching House, and then all of a sudden, commercial break.
Oh, here we go again.
We're going again, yeah, because now I'm really pissed off. It's not new shit. It's just all shit. Like, really? Really? And you know what I noticed? The first time I saw ads on Amazon, they were for shit that's on Amazon. You know? It was for shit that's coming out on Prime. That makes complete sense. That makes absolute fucking sense. I'm not happy about it, but it made sense. Now, it's for fucking products. They are legitimately commercials now. This is some fucking bullshit. And they said the word commercial in one of them. It's like, are you filming a commercial right now? Don't worry about it. Like, really? Really? This is how far we've fallen?
Didn't we start?
Those greedy bastards can't get enough of our fucking money.
Didn't we start streaming to get away from the fucking commercials?
It's exactly why we started streaming. That was part of the deal, Netflix and Amazon. That was part of the fucking deal. We pay for it. You stop fucking putting ads on the shit because you don't need any money to run the fucking to run the shows anymore because we're already paying for it.
It wasn't enough, Tony.
We didn't. We actually pay for the privilege of not watching commercials. That was the whole point, right? Now they're going to make us pay more for ad-free versions.
So there are ad-free versions.
No, there's not. Not right now. There's not. There's going to be. Netflix is talking about adding fucking ads to their shit too. And I'm gonna let you know right now. If Netflix adds ads, I'm not paying fucking $25 a month to Netflix anymore. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like we're rarely over there, Netflix. We don't need you. All right, I'd say in the past 3 years, you've been this close to getting cut. We just haven't because you're a recurring payment.
Yeah. Like, the only reason I haven't cut Netflix is because the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight's going to be on Netflix. And Beverly Hills Cop 4. That's it. After both of those, Netflix can fuck right off.
Is that where the Jake Paul Mike Tyson? Yeah, I don't understand. There's no way in Jake Paul's mind that he can be thinking, I've got a real chance.
Nope.
There's no fucking way. There's no way. Because I'll tell you this much, Tony. If I had to fight Mike Tyson, if I absolutely had to, I would. The entire time thinking, no, this is gonna hurt.
It's gonna suck the whole time it's happening.
Yeah. This is gonna be my most epic ass beating like ever.
Like I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. All I'm saying is, if he did rape that girl, I understand. I understand why she didn't fight back because it's fucking Mike Tyson.
Again, I just want to put this out there. You're not advocating for him to have or to not have.
Yeah. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. All I'm saying is I can completely picture him going, "Fuck it, because I said so." Like,
did you ever watch that fucking that HBO biopic movie of fucking Tyson?
No. I'm actually really pissed off. Speaking of biopics, by the way, I'm really fucking pissed off that we're getting a George Floyd biopic.
Are we?
Yeah. Like, we don't have a Motorhead biopic yet. We don't have we don't have an Ozzy biopic. We don't have fucking Black Sabbath. We don't have Judas Priest.
DMX.
Yeah, we don't have DMX. We don't have any of that shit yet, but we're getting George Floyd. I really hope that they include the scene where he held down a pregnant woman at gunpoint to rob her. I hope they include that.
They won't, but no offense. But I want to know though, what's interesting about George Floyd?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He was a piece of shit.
Like what was his rise and fall, then rise again?
Yeah, it was the fucking George Floyd, the patron saint of breathlessness.
I mean, no doubt he was fucking murdered. Those cops definitely deserved what they got. But
what cops are you talking about? There was one cop.
All right, the cop.
There was one cop. And interestingly enough, you didn't hear about the time they kneeled on a white kid's neck until he fucking died. You didn't hear about that shit. Happened around the same time, actually. You can Google that. It's true.
I believe you, Tony. I'm not.
I think honestly, I think it is the fentanyl that got him. I don't think it was the cop. I think it was the fentanyl.
But like,
fucking rogue hair.
I just don't think there's going to be anything that interesting, worthy of a fucking movie.
No, they're just going to make shit up. It's being produced by his baby mama and his daughter, I think.
Huh.
His daughter, an 8-year-old, who is executive producing this film.
Well, I mean, it's executive producer, so it counts, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, you can take your production credit and shove it up your ass. Is what you can do.
She's 8 years old. Leave her alone. She probably doesn't even know. She probably doesn't even know she has it.
So, I don't care if she's 8. We can't have Harvey Weinstein shove it up her ass. That would be against the law. Because she can shove it up her own ass. All right.
You're 8 years old. Fucking start figuring it out. God damn it.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
I'm awaiting the return of Harvey, by the way. Motherfucker had his conviction overturned and they're going to have to retry him. I hope he gets off. Like, I really do. I hope he gets off and it just sends everybody into a fucking meltdown. That would make my whole fucking day. I'm just like, yes.
Tony, he already got off a lot.
He did. But remember, guys, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
You want to be famous in Hollywood?
Suck it. I love Joe Rogan's take on that. Joe Rogan's take on that was absolutely hilarious. Fucking, how badly do you want to be Batman?
Okay.
Fucking, if my daughter got assaulted by Harvey Weinstein, I would be offended. I'd be livid. But if my son got assaulted by Harvey Weinstein, if my son got assaulted by a woman who looked like Harvey Weinstein, I was just like, Jesus Christ. God damn it, Joe. Everybody shits on Joe Rogan. I love Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's fucking hilarious.
Dude, if you ever have the chance, he's one of the nicest fucking people you could ever come across.
I love watching his podcast. I love watching his lives. It's fucking hilarious.
He probably doesn't remember me from Adam, but he's bought me beers. We've had great talks. Like, he is a super fucking cool dude.
He is fucking fantastic. I really want to hang out with Joe.
I recommend it. I highly.
The only person I feel like I get along with better than Joe Rogan is fucking Vince Vaughn. Because I feel like Vince Vaughn and I have the same humor.
Dude, I was hanging out with Ahmed, and he was telling me about the Wild West comedy tour. And he goes, I'll tell you what, he goes, hanging out with Vince Vaughn's not bad. He goes, you get a lot of hand jobs, but even if you're hanging out with Vince Vaughn's the only one that's getting laid.
Oh man, fucking Vince Vaughn would be hilarious to hang out with. Like I feel like me and him would just like trade dumbass jokes back and forth for the entire time we were hanging out.
Dude, this is my theory. Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson, new Walter Jack. They are the 21st century Walter Jack duo.
Yeah. I think Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson make a good fucking team. Even though Owen Wilson looks like he got hit in the face with a baseball and never really fully recovered.
Which, by the way, we need another fucking movie out of you two. All right, The Internship was like 10 years ago.
Wow. Wow.
Like you motherfuckers started this with Wedding Crashers. Now we need more.
Actually, the funniest shit that I've ever heard. Somebody told me that Owen Wilson has a really weird voice. They said, yeah, it's really nasally. I'm like, I wonder why. Could it be the fact that his nose is in 3 different locations on his face? He sounds like he's consistently plugging up his nose and talking. Wow.
Remember when Luke Wilson was famous?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember when Luke Wilson was famous. Like, he started in Blue Streak and then he did like a few movies and then Old School and then just fucking fell out. He just didn't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Do you think the fucking family dinners are fucking begrudging Like,
I think so. I think that Luke is just looking over at Owen like,
oh yes, tell us about your next upcoming project, assholes.
Such horse shit.
What a prick. And those two have to have different dads, right? Like those two have to have different dads.
I would guess.
But actually, I'm gonna go different moms since they both have the same last name.
Maybe. I don't know.
But
I'm actually really pissed off that there's another Bad Boys movie. Like I went to go see Ghostbusters and saw the new Bad Boys poster. I was like, fuck shit, really?
I saw the fucking trailer like months ago.
It just makes no fucking sense. Like, dude, they had witches in the last one. Really? Like, fucking. Like, what's this one about? What is this? The Bad Boys multiverse?
They had witches, and Will Smith had a grown son.
Yeah, it's weird.
That went to prison.
It was weird, and they killed Captain Howard. It's like the best part of the movie right there.
Oh my god. I was actually watching Bad Boys well, I didn't watch it, like I just turned it on as background noise.
Dude, Captain Howard was the best part of those fucking movies.
Oh, by far. He embodied so well the angry captain role.
The only person who was a better captain, than him was Ice Cube. I know what you're thinking. Angry black captain. So cliche. Well, I'm black. Have been since birth. And sometimes I get angry. So suck a dick. I love those movies so much. I will watch any fucking movie they come out with in that series. I swear to God. 23, 24, 27, Jump Street. I don't give a shit. Those movies were fucking hilarious.
Schmidt, fuck the captain's daughter. Schmidt, fuck the captain's daughter.
Actually, I watched the thing on YouTube or on Facebook today. They had it on Reels. Like that whole like trade off where Jonah Hill's talking about fucking the chick, and then he finds out it's the captain's daughter, and then they come in to the fucking the captain's office and shit, and they cut it right before my favorite part. And my favorite part, I ruined it for Jared. Jared can't unhear it now. All right, there's a fucking egg timer in the background of that scene. There's an egg timer in the background of the scene, and you don't hear it, right? Most people don't know it's there, but then, like, as soon as he gets it, you hear a giant ding, and it just explodes from there. And it's my favorite part. Because right as the ding happens, you hear, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And it makes me laugh every fucking time.
You high-fived him over that.
You bragged to his face. This face right here. You bragged to that. Oh, Schmidt fucked the captain's dad. And then he just turns the Glock towards him. He's like, it's not that funny, really. I'll have my fucking ass off every time I see that movie.
Oh,
like, those movies are fucking hilarious.
Do you think his old gang members are like, what a fucking sellout?
Who, Ice Cube?
Yeah.
He was never a gangster.
That's right. He was just from the hood.
Yeah, he just lived there. Like, he was never a gang member. He was just a very talented lyricist.
I forgot my straight out of Compton history. All right.
Yeah, that's fucking just like, dude, he was never a gangster. Tupac was never a gangster.
Or as Tupac famously said, I never had a record till I started making records.
That is actually very true. That is very, very true.
It's very true.
Yep. And then he was accused of rape and had to join death row, and Suge Knight had him killed.
And he was also accused of murder.
No, that was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was accused of murder.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg got off for double murder.
Right.
You're white. You shouldn't be talking about this.
all I know is I want the DMX biopic. I'll take a Snoop Dogg biopic too, though.
Yeah, I think there's very little we know about Snoop, which is odd. Like
Snoop,
his rise to stardom is very, very clouded.
Snoop, by the way, was a gang member.
Yes, he was. And so was Biggie.
No, Biggie just sold crack.
Yeah, he had a gang too, motherfucker.
He had a crew. They were not a gang.
They were a gang.
We're going to debate this later. Oh my God.
Fucking Biggie was a gang member.
I mean, talking about the complete opposite side of the spectrum, by the way. I made a purchase yesterday.
What are you bringing up? What are you bringing up? Luke Bryan? Like, what are you doing?
Luke Bryan was repping colors.
No, he wasn't. He was the color guard. Color guard's colored. Who made them the color guard?
We cannot go down the old brother, where art thou road. All right, we'll be there for 45 minutes.
I love that movie so much.
It's so great. That's why we're scared.
That was one of those movies where I was just like, absolutely, dude. Like I'm 100% watching this.
Now, I made a purchase yesterday. It was quite expensive, and it was just books. That's all it was just fucking books. Expensive.
I thought she graduated.
Who?
Your daughter. I thought she graduated.
She did. The books.
The only
were for
expensive
me.
books I can think of is textbooks. Which by the way, there was a holdup. There was a holdup, and somebody stole $20,000 worth of textbooks. $20,000. Huh?
How many books did they get?
I mean, I really hope they got both of those books back. I really do, because those are some expensive fucking books.
Yeah, why is it when you go to college, like a book is suddenly a book's worth $500?
It's a conspiracy.
It's a fucking racket, is what it is.
It's a conspiracy, Jerry. You can't take the class without them. It's kind of like insurance. The reason insurance is so fucking expensive is because you can't fucking drive without it. So they jack the price up so everybody makes money. Anything that's mandatory is fucking expensive. You ever see that? You ever notice that? Everything that's mandatory is fucking outrageous.
It is. It's very true. And on a side note, have you ever noticed that most of the classes you take, the books that you need, are written by the motherfucker teaching the goddamn class?
Y'all not ready for that conversation, though.
It's a fucking scam. God damn.
Y'all really need to watch One Nation Under Fire, because I get into all this shit.
Listen to me starting to sound more and more like Tony.
He is. He's starting to sound a lot like me, isn't he? He's starting to wake up. He's starting to see the lines in the sand. He's starting to see the writing on the wall. He's noticing all of these coincidences.
When you guys aren't around, Tony has me taped down with toothpicks in my eye, just watching what he watches, or has me listening to him speak.
You see that? You see that? Tell me that our fucking shit is not exactly like that. Tell me. Tell me right now. Tell me right after 1984, watching Animal Farm. All right? God damn it.
I'm very, very uncomfortable, Tony.
Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green is people. By the way, dude, have I addressed that on the podcast? Soylent? Have I addressed that?
No.
Okay, so there's a company. It made me laugh hysterically. Okay, there's a company that makes artificial meat. Right? Artificial meat. And the name of the company is Soylent. Soylent. And I laughed hysterically. And nobody understood why. Except my dad, who I showed, and my dad started laughing too. There's a movie that came out in 1973 called Soylent Green. All right. Soylent Green is about a meat shortage where they just make meat, artificial meat. But the graveyards are also not expanding. There's a meat shortage and there's dead people. What do you think they did? People meat. Spoiler alert. But then again, I mean, the movie came out in 1973. If you haven't seen it by now, I'm not really spoiling anything. People
But if you don't hurry and eat it, it will spoil.
Yeah. People meat.
Oh, but my very expensive movies. You're gonna love this, Tony. You're gonna love this. I bought a box set for myself. Your favorite books.
God damn it. Harry Potter. Stop trying to be me. Stop. You don't whisper for inflection. I do that all the time.
I can whisper for inflection whenever I want.
No, because your face doesn't match your whispering. All right? My face matches my whispering. I still hold your attention. You look like you're taking a dick in the ass.
Oh my God.
Dick in the booty ass motherfucker.
Oh. Guess what I did to Sarah Lawrence, who moved again, by the way.
Soylent Green is people.
So
people meet.
So one day I was like, hey, let's go get lunch. Or no, she asked me to buy lunch. I was like, tell you what, I'll buy lunch if you watch Clerks 2 with me.
They'd never run out of meat if Jared died. So much meat.
And my sister goes, I really don't want to watch that. She goes, tell you what, if you buy lunch, I'll watch Deadpool. I was like, all right.
Why are you having to pay her to watch such great fucking cinema?
I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. Because I tried to get her to watch it before, and she's like, I wouldn't be interested in that. All right, that's such a man movie. It's made for men. I would not be interested in that.
Yeah, you would.
Fast forward.
She liked it, didn't she?
Lunch. We watched Deadpool. She laughs her ass off and immediately demands we start Deadpool 2. And after we finished Deadpool 2, the next day she goes, you want to watch Deadpool again? I was like, fuck yeah, I do.
No, I just watched it yesterday. No, absolutely not.
We watched Deadpool probably like 4 times.
You want to know what I want to watch? You want to know what I want to watch? Soylent Green. It's people.
Maybe now since you trust my judgment a little more, how about we fire up Clerks 2?
How about you watch Falling Down finally?
Are we going down this road again?
Yes. Yes, we are.
You know, I'm probably not going to see it until you have me trapped in a room.
It was $3.
You can have me trapped in a room with toothpicks in my eyes, my arms taped down by my side.
I'm not kidding. One of these days, I'm going to become Bill Foster. I'm going to go on a fucking rampage one day. And everybody's going to be like, yeah, we saw it coming. Yeah. It's not going to be like, like the news stories where you see the serial killers and like, I just never thought this would happen. No, it is not going to be like that. Everybody's going to be like, I'm surprised it fucking took this long, honestly. Like they're going to ask my dad. They're going to be like, did you ever see signs of this? He was like, oh yeah, absolutely I did. Like, fucking, are you serious right now? He runs an anti-government podcast. Absolutely, I saw this coming.
Like, they'll be interviewing me. Like, did you know this was coming? He said it was coming. Are you kidding?
He said it on the podcast. There's a podcast?
I was just waiting.
It's just waiting for that headline. It is gonna be so glorious the day that I snap. It's like, I just can't fucking take it anymore.
By the way, podcast is blowing up, but now I don't have a fucking co-host.
Yeah. What drove him over the edge? People meet.
What drove him over the edge? It's quite simple, actually. He got sick of waiting me to watch Falling Down.
He decided that he was going to make me watch it one way or another, even if it was him acting out the movie. That's why he was arrested in a white shirt and tie.
Yeah, because generally he wouldn't dress like that.
Yeah, generally he wouldn't dress like that. But does he wear corrective lenses? No. Oh, Michael Douglas. I got it.
Speaking of Michael Douglas, you know what fucking Michael Douglas treasure I made my daughter watch last night?
The Game. Everybody lost. But no, seriously, it's the name of a movie Michael Douglas did. The Game. It's a great movie.
I remember that movie was fucked up.
Movie was really fucked up.
That movie was fucked up.
Which one was it? Don't say a word. Romancing the Stone. War of the Roses.
You nailed
Girlfriend's Past.
You nailed it on the first try.
Oh, The Game?
No.
Oh.
Romancing the Stone.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Great fucking movie.
I preferred War of the Roses. War of the Roses was actually better in my opinion. I loved it. I love the War of the Roses.
Speaking of which, have you seen Kathleen Turner lately?
Uh-huh.
She is not the smoke show she used to be.
No, she looks like a bus hitter.
Like, I watch Kathleen Turner now. I'm like, what happened, Kath?
What the fuck happened to you? How is like Kevin's mom still fucking smoking and you're not?
Oh my God! By the way, did you watch?
Not kidding. Have you fucker seen Catherine O'Hara? Yeah. Oh, she looks exactly like she did in the '80s. It's amazing.
Speaking of which, did you watch that fucking TikTok I sent you last night?
No.
They're selling the house.
No.
They're selling the McAllister house.
What?
Yeah, it's for sale.
How much?
Like, it's only like $5 million.
What the fuck did he do for a living? What? He was a mobster. I swear to God.
Dude, there was a regulation, not court, but like three-point line in that fucking house. Like, they have a regulation 3-pointer line court in that fucking house.
In the house?
In the house.
Not outside.
Not outside. Inside the fucking house.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. What did he do for a living?
What did that motherfucker?
What the fuck did Peter McAllister do? Nobody's answered that shit yet. That's a question that's been asked and been asked and been asked and been asked since the 80s, right? What the fuck did he do to afford the mortgage on that house and 2 vacations for like fucking 17 people?
Now, the second one, the one to France, that was on his... No. The second one was like on his brother. His brother helped out somehow in one of the movies.
No. No. You're thinking of the house that Macaulay Culkin booby trapped in the second one. That was his brother's house.
No. I am certain.
Because they went to France in the first one, right?
They went to France,
and they went to Miami in the second one. And the house that Kevin booby trapped was his brother's house. It was his brother's brownstone that was being renovated. Everybody remembers it was being renovated because everybody's heard the, wow, what a hole. I still fucking say that to this day.
You said it on the podcast.
I know. It's fucking fantastic.
When you were talking about your fucking AC.
Yeah, fucking, oh my God. What's that sound? That was the sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs. Oh,
Dude, you never see him anymore. You never see that motherfucker anymore. And I
what, Daniel Stern?
Yeah, Daniel Stern. Thank you.
Oh my God. I want the R-rated cuts of those movies because I know they exist.
Well, Joe Pesci was there, so.
Yeah, I know they exist. Kind of like I want the uncut version of the opening from Aladdin. I want all of Robin Williams outtakes for Aladdin.
By the way, why are they so dead set on redoing Popeye? Why?
It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same.
I've seen him rumor the Rock, Conor McGregor.
I've got to see. Right, I've said it before on the podcast, but I'm not going to lighten up until they fucking release it. I want to see the NC-17 cut of Mrs. Doubtfire. They filmed several different versions of this film. They have an R-rated version of Mrs. Doubtfire, and they have an NC-17 version. I want to see both of them.
Yes, we know, Tony. We know.
I don't care if you know. I'm not going to stop until they fucking release it. But stop redoing movies and just re-release old shit with better shit.
But I've seen them rumor fucking Conor McGregor, fucking Will Smith, fucking The Rock.
A black Popeye?
A black and a Hawaiian. And then an Irishman, which would make a little sense.
You talk about Samoan.
Yes, Samoan.
The Rock is Samoan.
Yes, Samoan. Nobody is gonna nail that fucking role.
Because I mean, Dog the Bounty Hunter is white and he's fucking Hawaiian.
But nobody's gonna do the justice, the perfection that Robin Williams brought.
Oh, Robin Williams was perfect for that movie.
Oh my God, he was so good in that fucking movie.
Like honestly, I love the fact that it wasn't really that hard to act for Robin Williams in that movie. It was kind of like The Grinch, you know? Like it's that interview where Jim Carrey was talking about meeting kids, and they're like, "Do you know who that is, honey? It's the Grinch," and he immediately just like did the face, and they were like, "We thought that was makeup." He's like, "No, that's my face."
But no, like nobody's gonna do that role. Like it's done. Fucking.
I want a new Ace Ventura. That's what I want. I want a new Ace Ventura. Goddammit.
With Jim Carrey though.
Yeah.
And don't make it politically correct.
No, I want it just as fucked up as the first two. Can you feel that? Huh? Can you feel it, Captain Compost? The day of redemption is at hand. Repent, and you shall be saved. I love that movie so much, man.
Slinky, everybody loves a Slinky.
That was still the funniest part of that fucking movie.
The Slinky, absolutely.
Yeah. Or all of the unscripted shit that Jim Carrey did in the second one. Like literally all of the unscripted shit. I am convinced that there was not a script for that movie. I'm convinced.
We're going downtown.
Earthquake test. He's good. With my help, he could be the best.
Looked like that fucking package I sent you.
Yeah, right? DHS coming through. Got a package, people.
I was convinced when you showed it to me. I was like, did Jim Carrey deliver that? Is your dog still there?
Fucking, oh my God. Like, okay, so like I'm convinced that there was no script for Ace Ventura or Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. I'm convinced. Just like I'm convinced that there was no script for Pirates of the Caribbean. Any of them. Because everything you read about Pirates of the Caribbean, it's always unscripted this and unscripted that. Like, I am convinced that they just dropped off Keira Knightley, Orlando Bloom, and Johnny Depp in the Caribbean and told them to pretend they were pirates. I am convinced that is how that movie was made. I do love one thing, and one thing that nobody noticed. I was actually rewatching Pirates of the Caribbean. The one where they go to the island and they make the deal with Davy Jones. Like,
yeah,
he's standing in a bucket of water.
yeah.
If you look in the scene, right? If you really watch closely, you can see there are several buckets of water. They didn't just pick him up in the bucket and bring him ashore. No, he walked from the fucking sea into these goddamn buckets, which means that they had to fucking test this theory. Like it brings so many more questions.
Oh Lord.
And nobody knows the actual history of Jack Sparrow, which I think is great. Like the actual lore behind why he is a pirate, because he wasn't actually a pirate.
Yeah, they were talking about doing a prequel with some other fucking actor, and everybody was like, "Fuck you, fuck you. We're not going if you do it." We won't
as
be
much
there.
as I absolutely fucking despise anything dealing with Johnny Depp these days, because honestly, he's just like they flooded the market with him, right? Like it used to be when you saw Johnny Depp, it was like, oh, this is going to be a good movie. But he's made so many shitty movies because he's like the Nicolas Cage of Gothas, you know, of Gothic shit. He's like the Nicolas Cage of Gothic shit. He really is. Like, he will take any fucking role. But he's a quality human being, you know. But most people don't know the actual lore behind him, right? Behind his character in the Pirates of the Caribbean. He was actually so the Black Pearl was not actually the Black Pearl, right? It was the Wicked Winch. All right, it was a regular ass fucking ship, and he was working for the East India Trading Company. The reason that they sunk his ship, like what is it, General Beckett, the leader of the East India Trading Company, he sunk the Wicked Winch because if you watch the movies, there's a scene where he said you were dispatched to bring cargo to me, and you decided to liberate it. And they left that intentionally vague. The cargo that he was bringing were slaves.
Oh.
And he decided that he was not going to partake in the slave trade. So he freed 100 slaves. Right? Okay. He freed 100 slaves, and they sunk his boat. They sunk the Wicked Winch because he decided to free the slaves. That's when Beckett branded him a pirate, and he made a deal with Davy Jones to resurrect the Wicked Winch, his vessel. And they could raise the entire ship, but they couldn't do anything about the charred hull that was burned by the East India Trading Company. Which is why the Black Pearl is the Black Pearl. He renamed it. And again, that's why Commodore Norrington says you are without a doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of, because he really wasn't a pirate. That's also why, interestingly enough, and I'm gonna fucking get into this because this is a goddamn fucking rabbit hole that nobody else wanted to go down apparently, right? Fucking, that's the reason his debt to Davy Jones was 100 souls. Because Davy Jones has a really weird sense of humor.
Well, Tony, I think we should talk about a few things before we get going.
What do we need to talk about?
The shoes, my man, the shoes.
Oh, we're doing the shoes. We're doing the shoes plug again. Jesus Christ.
Yes, because this might, like a comic book, this might be somebody's first episode.
Oh.
Treat everyone like it's their first comic book or their first experience into STFU. Welcome, by the way. But anyways, guys.
How did you fucking stumble on this shit? Were you watching Mark Wahlberg impressions? Say hello to your mother for me.
Good thing. She's tired from fucking my father. That's the best part of that movie, by the way.
Oh my God. Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
That and when Mark Wahlberg flawlessly murders fucking Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, dude. Mark Wahlberg is one of those people. Like, I swear to God, I swear to God, like he's been just like accepted into the black community. Like, he's just black from now on, right? And it wasn't because of Marky Mark, which is weird. That was a notch against him there.
By the way, when I first watched The Departed, I was like, did Mark Wahlberg just teach everybody how to murder and get away with it? I think he did.
Did Mark Wahlberg just give everybody the Boston accent? Like, did he teach them all?
But anyways, guys, STFU vans, custom made. They'll be made to fit your feet or put them on display, whatever the fuck you want to do with them.
I don't think if we're signing them, they're going to wear them.
You never know. You never know.
You people are weird.
And me and Tony will sign it, or if you just want me to sign them, or if you just want Tony to sign them.
Nobody just wants you to sign them.
Help us save some fucking money on shipping. We're cool with that. But all you got to do is share this out 10 times. Share it to people who hate it, who will hate it. Share it to people who love it.
Minorities. Share it to those pro-Palestine assholes. Actually, no. If you share it to the pro-Palestine people, they're going to be like, see, everybody hates Jews.
I love the Jews, but for completely different reasons.
I can't stand them, but not because of Palestine.
But anyways, put it on your fucking Facebook. The point is, share it out 10 times. When you're done, just comment right down here, say done, boom. And
you're entered to win.
Yeah, you're entered to win. And then we're going to have one more week. And then after next week, me and Tony tally them all up, and we pick a fucking winner.
I'm just going to put all the names on a dartboard.
Hey, whatever. But guys, thanks so much for fucking tuning in.
Oh, it's been fun. It's always fun almost giving Jared a heart attack.
You didn't say that much crazy shit this week.
No, I didn't. And I'm really sad about that.
But I do feel like it was a good episode.
So let's talk about the blacks before we leave.
Anyways, guys. Until next week,
surprise, motherfucker.
We hate to leave you. Have a good week.
My God. We love each and every one of you. And we'll see you beautiful bastards right back here next week for another episode of Shut the Fuck Up.
I almost got you that time.
No, you didn't.
Almost got your ass.
No, you didn't. You have no idea. You have no idea what I'm doing. You have no idea what you're doing. You're like Joe Biden. This is that little acorn just rattling around in his fucking skull. Swear to God. But we love you guys.